Lady Gaga is standing by.
Awesome.
What a treat this is to get her 2 times in 1 month.
Oh, listen, I'm working hard. How's it going?
So nice to have you back. Hi.
Thank you. How are you?
The last time we talked to you, Ga, you were...
Oh, I have a nickname now.
Yeah, we'll call you Ga. What's up, Ga?
That's good.
Well, I feel like we're tight now, you know? You were you were about to go out with Kanye and do this, and I was so excited about how you described the tour with you on the left and him
battling
on the right,
it out.
Battling it to the middle. That's not going to work out, but for the Gaga fans, it's even better because they get more you, right?
Well, I guess so.
I mean, this tour is going to be like a more traditional tour with you on stage headlining and doing your thing.
Well, I wouldn't call it traditional, but I'm really excited. Actually, this was going to be, Kanye and I were only going out for about 30 dates, so I was meant to be in London starting at the O2 as soon as I was finished. And then now we just moved that up, so I'm starting the Monster Ball here, and it's really amazing. The show is based on kind of this theme of evolution, which has a lot to do with how I've changed over the years, and kind of in a way, like a symbolic way of describing, you know, myself as a person, as Gaga, and how I became who I am today, and the performance art of what I do. So it's about evolution. It's called the Monster Ball. There's tons of themes about monsters, and I wrote an entirely new album that's coming out on the 23rd.
Shut up!
Wow.
It's called The Fame Monster, and it's 8 new songs, and it's kind of like yin and yang with the fame. So you've got the fame, and then you've got the Fame Monster. And I didn't write about fame, and I didn't write about money. I wrote about more personal and human things. And I got to tell you, after I went around the world 8-9 times, I didn't want to write about money or fame. Yeah. I wanted to write about things that I didn't know about anymore, which is love and fear and my family. So
you talk about. First of all, I'm excited that in less than a month we get a brand new Lady Gaga album.
You get
cool.
So much new music, and it's better than the fame. I know that I wrote it, so I'm a bit biased, but I didn't think I could top it, and I did.
It's better. But I want to go back to what you said at the beginning about how much you have changed, and a lot of artists would be horrified if videos that were taken of them years ago before they made their transformation made it onto YouTube. In your case, though, there's that one video that became very, very popular, and nobody has anything but great things to say about it, because even though it's sans, the costuming and all that, it's just so clear what a great musician you are and what a great performer you are, no matter what your shtick is at that point.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've changed a lot. That video, I was about 18 years old. I knew exactly where it came from, and it was at the bitter end when I was playing with this band that I was in, and I'm really proud of what I've done. In a way, I think it's kind of convoluted the way that people do think about it, because the assumption is that they believe that pop singers should just kind of pop out of nowhere and be born cracked out of an egg in 1 year that the record label lays, and that's not the way that it should happen. And in the 70s and in the 80s, that's not the way that it did happen.
It's kind of a cool visual, though, to think of you coming out of an egg at the record.
Yeah.
Maybe you can work that into your
show. It's funny because I actually hatched out of an egg in the show.
There you go.
That's sort of the beginning of the show. It's kind of the beginning of evolution, and I begin as a cell.
But you do have this whole history that people didn't know about before, and they're hungry to find out about it, about where you were before. You're about to be if you're not already, you're about to be the first artist in history to have all 4 of her first singles hit #1 on the charts. It's never happened before, and it's about it's about to happen for you. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Let's just go through them real quick here.
That was the first one, right?
That was the second one.
Just Dance was the first one.
Oh, that's right. God.
Man, you're like an iPod party all by yourself. So cool.
Yep. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
I was around for the early talks when your record was coming out, and people were like, you know what, we're pretty excited about this. And the label had been going through some times where everything was changing so quickly that there were no guarantees anymore. Mm-hmm. But the A&R people that I talked to said, you know what, if we can get just the right couple of things to fall into place, this one could be really, really big. Mm-hmm. And I listened to it a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe it could. Maybe it's just because it's all so lucky. You know, it all comes down.
And it's different. You know, when I was first starting out, even just in terms of commercially, like 2.5 years ago, nobody wanted to play Just Dance on the radio. I mean, I'd go in to meet everyone to kind of,
butter it up,
teach them about my artistry and what I do, and then it would just turn into, what are you wearing? And where are you from? And, and I think it was really hard for them to understand sometimes, but I always stayed true to myself, and I'm a performance artist, and that's what I do. And not to get too sentimental for a minute, but I'll tell you that just 4 number ones means extra to me because my dad just had surgery. He had open heart surgery.
Wow. Yeah, you were tweeting about that.
And I was able to, as soon as he got out of the surgery, he was recovering, and, he wasn't feeling so great. And I said, I just got a phone call from my manager, and he said, tell your daddy that his daughter's going to be the first one to have 4 number ones in America. And I told him, and he was so cute. He did this. He was so sedated, and he did this whoopee with his fingers.
Yeah, he's like, I just had open heart surgery, baby.
Yeah. So I'm just and you know what? And let's go for more, because I'm not done. And I just Bad Romance just came out, and that's. To me, it's one of the best dance records I've ever written. So
I want to read what you wrote on your Twitter because I do follow you. And she said, my daddy had open heart surgery today, and after long hours and lots of tears, they healed his broken heart and mine.
Oh, wow.
Speechless. And then after that, I guess it was about a half an hour later, another one came in from you, and it said, at the hospital, giving daddy a foot rub while he falls asleep. Aww. He's my hero.
That's so sweet.
Of all the things that you do in your life, to me,
that's the most important.
Being a great daughter like that is the thing I would brag about you more than anything else.
You know what? I swear on my life, my dad wasn't sure he wanted to even have the surgery. He had a leaky valve that was really calcified. So his heart was only, and his body was only getting about a third of the blood that we all get every day. So it was really bad, and I really pushed him to do it. And I just remember I looked at him one day and I said, Daddy, I love you, but if you don't make it, or if you don't have this surgery, I'm going to quit music and take care of my mom and sister.